Free online services such as Google are like a jealous ex. They go through the messages, photos, and contacts on your phone. They know exactly what you search and where you are, all the time. Most users don't know what they agree to when they check the "I agree to the terms and conditions" box. The reality is that free applications are not actually free. They take the information you have on your phone and use it for their own purposes. You pay for the app with your soul.
When you use any Google service, you give Google the power to modify and store your content. As it states in the terms of service, you grant Google the rights to use any information you store on their domain, and anything you type into Google search can be seen by them. So you remember those things you searched up that you don't want people knowing about? Yeah, Google knows them, and they will never forget. Google builds a unique profile for every user and stores relevant information about that user. In other words, Google knows when you want to buy a car, they know who you speak to, and what you say in those conversations. And it's all stored under your computer's IP address, rather than your name. But that doesn't make it better due to the fact that Google can find your name according to your IP address. Google states that they collect your data in order to provide you personally relevant product features, such as custom search results, tailored advertising, and spam. Don't want Google to collect all this information from you? It's simple. Just don't use any Google services, such as YouTube, Maps, Drives, Doc, Calendar, Play, Finance, and of course, Google search engine. Well then, have fun living under a rock. Our society has evolved to rely on these large-scale data collections. How many times have you been told to just Google it when your friends don't know the answer to your questions? There is a cultural pressure to use these free services that actually have a hidden cost: your personal information. So basically, we're just lab rats to companies who store our information for personal gain?
Yes, but the reason companies do this is to have personalized advertising and to improve a product or service. For example, by tracking where you click on a page, a company can see exactly how you navigate through a website, and they can use this information to improve your user experience. This can make it easier for you to find what you're looking for when searching in a website. Google also has more targeted ads, which could help you, as a consumer, find the product you are looking for, and that you are happier with the products that you buy. Much like the panopticon, companies can see what you are doing at any time and for however long they want, without your knowledge of when you are being watched. This creates an oppressive and inhumane society where there is a constant feeling of always being watched. Not only has the world turned into a surveillance society, but we are also widening the wealth gap by allowing a select few people to hold all of the information and power. As Jaron Lanier mentions in his book, Who Owns the Future, our economy is based on information. As we start to see self-driving cars and other automated technology, these robots depend on the information you provide them. The way robots learn is by taking information from tons of people and copying it. By making information free and taking away its value, we are taking away the power from everyone who provides this information and giving it to the companies who are gathering this information. This creates a wealth gap where those with the largest computers will have all the power, consequently eliminating the middle class. This creates an unjust society where the access to information is the access to power, and it is only given to an elite few.
We can ensure justice by putting a price on information. Instead of making information free, each individual has the power to give their information and buy information from others, such as institutions and services. By allowing people to be in control of their own information, we can distribute the wealth more evenly and avoid an elite group of people to be in control.
As users of these services, we ask you to be angry about the information you're forced to give for free when you use a service. Be aware of what you are giving away for the services you receive, and be frustrated that our society is moving towards a wider wealth gap due to the current structure of our economy.
Created using Powtoon.